Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pat Carosa Buffalo Bills football channel. This is me, Pat Carosa, as I'm going to talk to you about the Buffalo Bills, among other things. And before we get into this, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be amazing. I have a lot of respect for my 41 subscribers, and hopefully I can have more. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll get awesome Bills content throughout the year, throughout this season as we head into another season. And guess what? Last week, something came out which was amazing, which I was looking forward to ever since the NFL season ended after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and that is the NFL schedule. I always like this time of year because this is when I can plan and plan on when I can go to the games, and also the one away game that I will go to, which I'm still figuring out. So this is definitely an exciting time of year. So the first game of the season for the Bills is something that we all expected, right? It's the Bills against the Jets on Monday Night Football. Overall, I like the schedule a lot better than last year. Last year's schedule was strange. They had two division games in their first 3 months, and then their last month of the season was all of basically the rest of their division games. I mean, they played three straight division games in December, so I didn't like the division setup for the Bills last year. It wasn't orderly place per se. So this schedule is. There's division games really every month of the year, which is great. That is great. That is how you should organize the schedule. And they start off with a division game. Bills versus the Jets on Monday Night Football. And this is the marquee matchup because you have Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen, two bona fide star players going head to head on the first night game of the year, besides obviously the Sunday night and the Thursday night football games. So, this will be an important test for the Bills if they can uh, feature their number one draft pick, Dalton Kincaid, in that really good Jets defense, and if they can move the ball against the Jets. So this can be a really good test for the Bills right away. I love it. I think the Bills are going to come out firing and really show that their Cincinnati game that they had to end the season in the divisional playoff round was a fluke. So great start to this season. I love it. And then it's interesting. They have a couple of 1 o'clock games, but they don't have a lot of it. Against the home opener, the Raiders, then you have the Commanders at home, and then the Commanders away, then the Dolphins at home. So it's a very light start to the schedule. You can see the Bills going 4-0, and all of this. You could also see the Bills going 2-2. So it's a very light start to the schedule, which is great. Then they go to London. They go to London against the Jaguars, and we all remember the last time the Bills played the Jaguars. EJ Manuel basically threw up in that game, threw two fumbled the ball, threw an interception. Bills came back, lost on a penalty, but still, this is an interesting game. Two upstart teams. Jaguars, I think, will win the division this year. They have a very easy schedule, very easy division. I mean, the three teams that they will face in their division all have rookie quarterbacks, so you will figure they will win the division. So that will be an interesting game in London. That should be fun. What will be weird is me eating breakfast while I'm watching the Buffalo Bills play. That will be interesting, but overall, I love it. I love it. I can't wait for that game. So, Bills versus Jags in London, 9:30. And then, interestingly, their next 3 weeks are all primetime games. Two at home, Giants, Bucks, and then one on the road against the Bills and the Bengals. Damar Hamlin coming back and in that game, and really that's going to be the focus in that game, and really see where the Bills are uh, compared to where the Bengals are right at that moment. So that should be a really really good litmus test game. Should be a good game for the Bills. And then, you have the Giants, Brian Dable coming back, and a lot of Bills players coming back. That should be a really interesting game as well. But three straight primetime games for the Bills. One Thursday, Sunday night, two Sunday nights. It's going to be interesting. And then the rest of the schedule, except for the New England game, which is week 18 or week 17, second to last game of the year, are all 4 o'clock games. And this is when the schedule will get tougher. It gets a little easier. I mean, you have the Broncos on prime time, but that's about it. You have the Jets, the Bills. That'll be another interesting game at home. But that's also a 425 game. And really, the rest of the schedule is a 425 game. And the Bills have their bye week before the Chiefs, which is key. That is great because I feel like that's going to be a big game. The Bills versus the Chiefs, first December game of the year. So that should be a very, very uh, big game for the Bills as they prepare. And it's a tough stretch from the Eagles game all the way down to that Dolphins game. That's a really tough stretch for the Bills. I think they can handle it, but it's a tough stretch. But the good news is all the warm weather games are in the back half of the schedule. So the Bills are going to be in LA against the Chargers. That's in December before Christmas. The Bills are going to be in Miami. That's going to be after New Year's into January when it's cold. Bills fans can go down and enjoy the weather. So really, this is a this is a favorable schedule for the Bills, and one I think they can take advantage of. So, I still think it's going to be between 10 and 12 wins, but at the same time, I think that the Bills be will be a sneaky good team this year. I think they're going to have a really good season. So I like the schedule. I like where the games are placed. I like where the division games are placed. And, I really have no negative comments about the schedule. Unlike last year when I didn't really like it. So, cold weather games were in the warm weather games were in the we're in early in the season. Now it's a little bit differently. So that's good. The Bills look good and I like the schedule. So until next time, hopefully I have a better voice, which will be probably around January as I preview the 2023 season. So until next time, go Bills. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.